American News Project.
David, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
American News Project.
That's
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, set this scene for us. You and I were on the phone just a moment ago as we get this thing ready to go for our viewers, and you said something about the particular venue where this was. Share that with our viewers, if you would.
Sure. Well, it's I believe it's the county administration building for Prince William County in Woodbridge. And basically, it was a McCain rally. Northern Virginia, McCain supporters are probably more moderate than other parts of Virginia or the United States. And what happened was there were some people doing what we've seen at other rallies that we've been covering, sort of trying to advance this idea of Obama as socialist or Obama as closet Muslim or whatever. And what happened sort of organically is Muslim and Christian McCain supporters who are, tolerant of all religions basically turned on this guy, and there was sort of an altercation that happened that we captured.
What does it say about that particular area?
Well, I live in Northern Virginia. I would say that it's probably just in those few minutes of film show a rift that probably exists between the Republican Party, where the original McCain supporters, who might be more moderate but, support a very capitalist system and so forth, and want low taxes and so forth, are confronting with sort of maybe the Palin supporters, which are arguing more of a religious and a sort of a fear.
Now, I'm just going to stop you right there, because we're watching a tape. That young lady right there confronts him and says, if this is what this stands for, then I don't want to be a part of it, and then she's brought back. I'll tell you what, I'm being told now that we have the sound, David.
Okay.
We're ready to go. We're going to show this in its entirety. We want the folks at home to be able to see it and judge it for themselves, and then we'll talk about it on the other side. All right, here we go again. This is David Hutchins' video that he's sharing with us. Let's watch it now in full.
What about the guy who
People want to know about Islam. These people here want you to know about Islam, okay? I'm going to tell you about Islam. The doctrine of taqiyya is that you deceive the infidel. Muhammad himself taught to deceive the infidel in order to progress Islam. I know that, and you know that.
You just said Obama is a socialist.
A socialist with Islamic background.
Can you defend that claim? What makes you think he has?
There's a lot of really. He's raised in the madrasa. There's a lot of background. There's a lot of stuff you can read on. But I can't do it right now. Okay? I understand you're a Muslim.
No, I'm not Muslim.
What are you?
I'm here as a journalist, and I'm asking you, what is the Islamic crescent supposed to represent?
I want people to ask the question about what about his connections with Islam.
Are you a Muslim, man?
I am Muslim.
Sir,
It says you're combining Islam with the Soviet Union flag.
Yeah, because
You're portraying the wrong message.
okay.
Are you Muslim, man? Are you Turkish?
No, I'm Kurdish.
Kurdish?
I'm Dan Zuberi. I'm one of the campaign chairs. I'm Muslim. I'm chairman of the Maryland campaign. I was an elected McCain delegate. Yeah, but he's not with the campaign, so you don't have to worry. I'm with the campaign, and we don't endorse that behavior. So
You don't endorse this man's behavior?
no.
The McCain campaign doesn't endorse your behavior, sir.
I'm pro McCain. You know that there
But you're
are some parts.
anti-Islam.
I'm
And
not.
that's not what our Constitution is about. You're here
I'm
being
pro-freedom.
anti-Islam, but you're complaining against people in Muslim countries being against Christianity. You don't believe in the Constitution. No, you don't. You wouldn't put that on there if you did.
You can be of any religion and be
I know.
for McCain.
Thank you.
I'm a
Say that
Muslim
again,
for
sir.
McCain.
You can be
I
of
was
any
an
religion and be up
I ran for the United
McCain.
States Congress, and I was endorsed by John McCain.
I don't think it's in any way a bad thing to question Barack Obama's ties, but we need to do that in a respectful manner. And you're making a point about Islam, which is an excellent point with regards to extremist Islam.
Do you, as a McCain supporter, approve of this man's technique?
No, I am not racist.
Are you offended?
Yes. I'm very offended.
You're all offended?
As a Muslim,
I mean, I'm a conservative Christian,
Harry, what's your name?
and still, this behavior tripped me up.
Okay, so what does your message mean? What does your message mean?
You know, I have to tell you, I'm a little nervous about talking to the press because I see how the press distorts things.
Shame on you guys, because we're Muslims and we're McCain voters, and you guys are taking votes away.
Sir, can I get your name? Just when we put this, can I get your name, please?
No.
Are you deliberately trying to lose us this election, or is it just coincidental? Or okay, so we're right. Thank you. Can we get a round of applause here, everybody?
It's really amazing to watch. It's like a little movie. It has a beginning, it has a middle, and it has an end. And you know, in the end, it almost appears as if the antagonist leaves with his tail between his legs. What an amazing story, and what it says about our country, and what it says about McCain supporters. Proud, honest, smart Americans who really held their own there. David Hutchins, I don't know, maybe I'm kind of getting a little too philosophical about this, but as I watch it, you can't help but feel good, don't you?
Well, I don't have a value judgment whether I feel good or not. I was just there to, actually, we're working on another story, and that just kind of happened as we were walking to the parking lot. But
let me ask you the question this way. Had it turned out the other way, and those folks there would have embraced this guy here with his crescent and his bumper sticker that we're looking at there, that's a totally different story. Their reaction flipped this story on its head, did it not?
It did, and I think there have been a lot of videos. We've done a few, and I think Al Jazeera English did one in Ohio last week showing sort of this very heightened intolerance and sort of, you know, religious misunderstandings. And I think what was interesting is not that we were driving the questions, but sort of organically, all of these people came and said probably what has been bubbling up for the last month now, and actually Trump making a distinction between you know, supporting McCain on platforms and policies versus these other things, which it looks like the McCain campaign has adopted to a certain extent itself.
Well, but no, what this is saying is, if nothing else, at least in this video, and we don't want to take it too far beyond this video, is that one man does not for an entire campaign speak. That there may be people out there saying these things, but they don't represent the whole, right?
It could be.
David, thanks so much for being with us. Good stuff. Here's what we're going to try and do. We've got someone who, you saw him on the tape. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to try and get some of those folks who you just saw on that videotape. We're trying to see if we can get Daniel Zuberi. He's the one who stood up and said, I'm with the McCain camp, and this guy doesn't represent us. I understand we're having a problem through the McCain camp trying to get him. Let's see if during the break we can talk him into it. If he's available, we'll bring him to you on the other side. Stay right where you are. If not, we'll show you that clip again where he stands up and says that. Stay with us. A whole lot going on, including Sarah Palin. Interestingly enough, we were on the phone with Daniel Zuberi, and he was, I guess, ready and willing and ready to talk to us, but it now appears that he's not going to be able to talk to us. As we understand it, he hasn't yet received permission, or has not been granted permission from the McCain campaign to talk to us about this situation and this story. Am I phrasing that right, Angie? Is there anything that that's correct? Okay, want to make sure I was correct. He's not being allowed to talk to us because the McCain camp won't let him do so. Hopefully he'll change his mind and he'll be able to come on and talk to us about what I think most people would view as a heroic behavior on his part in that situation by not escalating it and in fact saying we do not stand for that. Stop quote. Let's talk now about social